I bought a $145 sleeper gaming PC that can get some crazy FPS.
Okay, so inside of this box is a gaming PC I got a really good deal on. That's also kind of like a sleeper gaming PC build. So inside of this box is a gaming PC I only paid $145 for, since it is a renewed gaming PC off eBay. But honestly, the specs inside of this gaming PC are really good for that price. Like for $145, you guys wouldn't even expect this gaming PC to have a dedicated graphics card inside of here, but there is a dedicated graphics card, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so taking a look inside of the box, you guys can see we have a gaming keyboard. So it does come with a keyboard inside, but you guys can see we also have the gaming PC right over here. And the reason why I do say it is kind of like a sleeper gaming PC build is because it doesn't look like your typical gaming PC. The case does look like one of those Dell Optiplex office PCs, but the specs inside are definitely really good for gaming still, especially for $145. But let me go ahead and take out this gaming PC. And then also inside we do have a gaming mouse. Both the gaming mouse and the gaming keyboard I'm not going to really care about. We're only here for the gaming PC. So let's go ahead and just toss those back in. And yeah, here it is. We have the $145 gaming PC. I'm going to go ahead and take it out just so you guys can see like the PC case. It's like a Dell Optiplex, but has really powerful specs inside still. Like I said, for $145, this is a huge steal. And on the eBay listing, it doesn't say this PC has any problems or anything like that. So I'm hoping I didn't spend $145 to get scammed with a PC that doesn't work. So let me go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, so if you guys take a look at like the PC case, you guys can see there are like a ton of designs going on. Okay, I have the PC flipped. But yeah, this is basically a Dell Optiplex case. You guys can see we have like the Dell logo right over here. The PC inside does still have some really good specs. Let me see if I can go ahead and pop this thing open. The case is definitely really confusing just because obviously it isn't like your typical gaming PC case. Okay, it looks like we actually have to unscrew this stuff. Now I do gotta say though, the PC definitely looks really, really dirty. Taking this thing out of the box, I instantly noticed that it looks like it's been used for about like 10 years or so. There's like a bunch of scuffs, a bunch of scratches, a ton of dust, all that stuff around this PC. Now, even though if those are the reasons why this is a $145 price point, it really doesn't matter just because that's the outside of the PC. We're gonna go ahead and pop this thing open and take a look at the spec inside, because when I saw the listing, and the price point of $145, I was definitely really surprised. Okay, bro, this thing is not coming out. What is going on? Is this a reason why it's super cheap? Like you can't pop this thing open and take a look inside? Do I need to actually like drill out this screw? I don't want to, but I do want to see what's inside this PC. Oh shit. Okay, mission successful right there. And yeah, we can go ahead and take a look inside of this gaming PC. Okay, so if you guys take a look inside this gaming PC, on the listing, it does say that the graphics card is a GTX 1050 Ti. And yeah, here it is. We have the graphics card inside of this gaming PC. I believe the GTX 1050 Ti is a 4 gig VRAM graphics card, so it's still nothing too powerful, but for $145, that's definitely a really good graphics card to have inside of a gaming PC. Honestly, if they even threw in like a GT 1030, still for the price point of $145, it still makes it worth it. And if you guys take a look at the CPU inside this gaming PC, it doesn't specify what the CPU exactly is. All it says on the listing is an Intel Core i7, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that afterwards. And we also have 16 gigs of RAM inside this PC, so it's not completely like gaming PC specs, but especially for the price, the specs are really, really good. I think we can go ahead and run Fortnite at a pretty consistent 110 FPS on all low settings, so that still is really, really good for this PC build. I'm also pretty sure you guys can go ahead and replace like the motherboard, the CPU, the graphics card, everything inside this PC case, but do keep the Dell Optiplex PC case if you guys want to go ahead and make this even a more powerful sleeper gaming PC build. Maybe even add some RGB into here, anything like that. Like the specs necessarily aren't like really, really bad. Like you're definitely going to be able to play Fortnite on here. Oh my god, yo, this PC is dirty. That is the only thing I've noticed. Holding this thing, it feels like I'm touching like 10 years worth of dust. But yeah, this is definitely like one of the best value gaming PCs I've ever bought. You literally cannot beat it. $145. Let me go ahead and actually power this thing up and see if maybe like these side panels coming from this PC design maybe light up with RGB. I highly doubt it, but on the listing, the PC does show that it has RGB a little bit in like this front panel area, so we can go ahead and check that out. All right, let's go ahead and power this thing on. Boom. Okay, what's going on? No, did I get like a broken PC? Okay, bam, there we go. We have the PC turned on. The only parts with RGB you guys can see is just like this front panel, just having like these basic RGB lights. Didn't come with an RGB remote control, so you can't go ahead and change the RGB from this PC. But if you guys take a look at the side panel, it doesn't actually glow with RGB. I thought it would, just because these designs are like translucent looking. You do have the designs on both sides though, so I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, here it is. We have a $145 gaming PC. One of the reviews under this listing did say that the PC run Windows 7. I hope not, just because we gotta go ahead and upgrade from Windows 7 all the way to Windows 11, because I'm pretty sure Windows 7 cannot even run Fortnite. But we're gonna go ahead and check this thing out for only $145. You know, it's definitely really good for its price. Okay, so I have the $145 gaming PC loaded up with Fortnite, and something surprising coming from this PC is that this PC actually makes like literally no noise at all. I've never actually felt my room be this quiet before with a PC on. I mean, you guys can go ahead and try to hear if this PC has any noise at all. Yeah, I don't think this PC makes much fan noises, as well as not overheating too easily, so this is definitely a really decent gaming PC. The only problem I had with it is that downloading Fortnite took about like 5 hours for some reason. The storage inside this PC is also really low. I think it's 256 gigabytes of storage, which also could be a reason this thing is super cheap. Also, when I did set up this PC, it didn't run through Windows 7 like I thought it would. It actually ran Windows 10, which is perfect since I went ahead and just downloaded Fortnite. Okay, now taking a look at the max FPS this $145 gaming PC could actually get. This thing is definitely a sleeper gaming PC since we're running about 140 to 150 FPS, and it's definitely pretty consistent above like 120, 130 FPS. Like I said, inside this gaming PC is a GTX 1050 Ti. Definitely a pretty old graphics card inside of this PC. Honestly, I didn't expect much, just because, I mean, take a look at the PC case. This thing honestly just looks like a office gaming PC. Also, once I went into a Fortnite game, there's like a little bit of fan noise coming from this PC. Nothing too crazy, but let's go ahead and see if the FPS is consistent on this PC. Okay, as I'm building, we're running about 130 FPS still, really consistently above 125 FPS, which is definitely good. I mean, this is a $145 gaming PC, so it's almost like every dollar you spent on this PC is 1 FPS on this PC, because sometimes we do run 145 FPS. Yeah, really consistent in creative. The only problem is that I believe in an actual game, it might be a lot harder to run 120 FPS stable. This is on all low settings as well, so if you guys decide to go ahead and buy this gaming PC, I mean, in creative, it should be no problem, but when you actually get into an actual game is probably where all the problems start. You probably would only run like a stable 90 FPS, but still, for the price, definitely a really good sleeper PC. Wait, what happens when I go ahead and drop it down to 720p resolution? Are we able to run a consistent like 200 FPS? Okay, once I actually dropped it down to 720p, if you guys want to go ahead and run on 720p resolution, I mean, you guys are able to run a consistent like 210 FPS. Definitely really consistent above 190 FPS if you guys run on such a low resolution. I mean, it's not bad. 720p doesn't look completely bad, and the game is definitely a lot smoother now. We're running a consistent 180 FPS right now. I think in an actual game, I might try 720p and see how much more consistent the frames are there. But so far, we're not getting any like frame drops, anything like that. Now, taking a look at the max FPS we're getting in an actual game, I did set the resolution back down to 1080p, and with that, we're running at about 90 to 120-ish FPS. It does push 140 FPS, but it isn't that consistent. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with playing on 1080p resolution. I don't think anyone's gonna play on 720p. Okay, I set the resolution to 720p, and with that, we're running a consistent 155 FPS in an actual game right now. So on 720p, we run about 150 FPS, while on 1080p, we run about 110 FPS. Honestly, not too much of a difference. The performance is still very good. What the heck? No way I'm about to lose to this guy. Oh my gosh. Also with this PC, it's not overheating or anything. There's also like completely no more noise too. That's so weird because all the noise came from when I was in creative for some reason. And now this PC is just straight up quiet. Who's in here? Bro, what? Crack. 200. Oh my. Okay, yeah, we're running a pretty consistent 160 FPS on 720p. Let me go ahead and bump it back up to 1080p. And then with that, we're still actually running about 135 FPS. So you guys can see this PC is definitely pretty solid in an actual game still. Obviously, it is a lot better in creative still, but it's definitely more than playable in an actual game. I want to get into like a huge POI and really just test out the frames. Hopefully, it's not too much FPS drop. I know there still might be, but oh my. Oh my. There we go. I see someone. I see someone. I see him. I see him. Hold up. I'm dropping frames low key. Push him. Push him. Push him. $200. Okay, so we're actually still running pretty consistently above 110 FPS. This is a $145 gaming PC, keep in mind, and it's definitely running much better than I expected. Cracked? What is this guy doing? What is it? Oh my, hold on. Cracked, 200. I see him, I see him, I see him, I see him. Oh my. Where's this guy? 200. The PC is definitely running a lot better now, that's for sure. Ready? Crack. Oh. Oh, what the? Please don't shoot me again. Crack. Oh, 200. 1080p, we're actually running pretty consistently. 125 FPS. So if you guys want more FPS, obviously drop it down to 720p, where that thing was running pretty consistently like 160 FPS. But this being a $145 GTX 1050 Ti PC, it's definitely a lot better than you expect. There's no way. You're not taking that, bro. Crack. Oh my. Okay. We might be cooking up with this PC still. We might actually be still frying, kids. Oh, free kill. Don't shoot me. Crack. Bro. There's no way. There's no way this guy's just hopping around, bro. I think the lowest I've seen this PC drop down to was only like 90 FPS, and that's literally like the lowest it went. It doesn't actually drop down to anything too crazy. So, you know, the performance is actually still very, very consistent. There's someone down here, hold on. Oh, what is the heck is this guy holding? Crack. 200. Oh, there's someone here. What the? 60? 200? Okay. Low 30. Bro, what the? That's definitely the lowest I've seen the frames go down to. I don't know what just happened. I had no time to react or anything. Oh, I'm dead. There's no way. I got him too. I actually got him. What the heck? I need like a huge refresh, low key. I just literally need that. Is this guy a free kill? No, he's not. 200. 7 people left. We're running pretty consistently 130 FPS. I'd say the performance is definitely slowly getting better. Oh, who's shooting me? Okay, GG's. Crack. 200. 2 people left. 145 consistent FPS now. Oh my. Oh, okay. $200. I suck. I suck. $80. Oh my god, I got a frame drop too. What the heck? Let's go, bro. This PC is actually so much better than you think. The frames are pretty consistent at 130 FPS. Let's go, bro. GG's.